Well, everybody, there's a new girl in town. Not just any new girl, a new Girl Scout cookie. Oh, love this. And this sounds like a good one. The Girl Scouts of the United States of America have introduced a new cookie for the 2026 season called Explore Moors. Inspired by Rocky Road ice cream, this sandwich cookie features chocolate wafers filled with marshmallow and toasted almond-flavored creme. Sounds
First,
good.
what is your response? Because I have a decidedly different one.
I feel like join the club. I mean, the Girl Scout cookies are already they're already amazing. Why not add to the winning roster with yet another winner?
And I say unnecessary. We do not need this. We have the perfect amount of Girl Scout cookies right now. What do you really need after you get to your Thin Mints and your Caramel Delights? After that, it's all secondary, and we're just kind of filling the field with too many options here.
I like the tag-alongs too, though. They're the chocolate peanut butter ones.
Okay, I'll give you those
Yeah,
too.
they're-
But I don't think we need to be adding.
I bought a different cookie outside those three in years? No.
There is a guy I used to listen to, and he called it like the Fred Palermo theory of restaurant menus. And he's like, if there's too many things on the menu, they don't do anything good. The great place to go is where they have just a couple things on the menu.
That's true.
Girl Scouts have had the best things on the menu for years. We don't need to mess with this. Give us those great cookies that we all know and love. We do not need to be adding. I'm not going to even chance the fact that these aren't as good as the other ones with my order. I'm right in the alley. I'm getting exactly what I want.
Something else we wanted to chat about. When was the last time you did a little DIY project in your home? How'd it turn out? Did you feel a little more confident in yourself? Well, if so, you're not alone. A survey involving 2,000 Gen Z and millennial homeowners and renters find that DIY home projects significantly increase confidence and satisfaction. Here we go, a good story about millennials and Gen Z. 86% of respondents said that completing a DIY project makes them feel accomplished for about 6 weeks. Then 83% find the process deeply satisfying.
I love it. I love a good DIY project.
Me too.
I think it's great. Whether it's, you pick something up at a thrift store and kind of refinish it and make it look nice and new again, or even if it's just like small fixing things around the house, like maybe you have to change out a sink or like the nozzle on a sink or whatever, the faucet, I suppose would be what we would call that.
Could be the word for it.
Now, the satisfaction definitely comes when you finish the job. I will say, if you have a significant other, there can be either a lot of questioning, how is this going to turn out, or even some light chiding if maybe you've had to make 1 or 10 trips to Home Depot or Lowe's along the way just to, I didn't have all the things I thought I needed.
It's never one trip.
My wife's always like, can we try to do the, measure twice, cut once, and that is never the way that works out in my house.
No. I mean, we actually, my man and I, we work really well as a DIY team, mostly because he does all the math and all the hard stuff, and I'm like, I'll paint. But he hates painting, and I love painting, so I'm like, perfect.
Complementary skill sets and or wants and desires.
Yeah, but I 100% agree with the overall satisfaction. We redid our kitchen together last January, and I'm really proud of the way it turned out. Every time we walk in there, we're like, wow, this looks so good. Good job, us. But yeah, we did everything. We sanded all the walls, sanded the cabinets, painted those. We're really proud of the butcher block, which mostly he did. I was there going, yay, for the butcher block. But
go team.
Go team. I was the cheerleader for that. And 8,000 trips to the hardware store later, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out. It is one of the things, like every time you step in there, you're like, you know what, we did a good job with this one.
Well, and then you get exactly what you wanted to get. There's nobody else to blame for however it turns out. So you're going to get what you got. And if it didn't turn out completely right here or there, it's because we were not able to pull it off. So you give yourself a little slack versus if you're paying somebody to do it and it doesn't turn out quite how you want, you're just mad.
Yeah, well, and especially then when you crunch the numbers, I mean, you really do, you can do quite a lot on quite a budget if you do the DIY route. I mean, there are some things that I think I wouldn't touch.
I'm not doing any electrical.
Not doing any electric.
Not any heavy plumbing. Again, like replacing a faucet under the sink is like the extent of any of that I would do.
Yeah, but I'm not as adventurous like solo on a DIY project. Like I can't just watch the tutorial and follow it exactly for some reason. You would think that that should be doable, and yet I'd be like, something here's not right. I put together one little bistro set
We have
with
worked
the directions.
together for a while, so this is not coming as shocking news.
I put together one little bistro set with like the little tiny wrench that they give you, and that thing sat crooked the whole time. And my boyfriend was like, "Is that right?" I was like, "Yes, it is. It's supposed to be like that."
That's how it goes. I swear that's
I was like, I
what the directions
definitely didn't do something
intimated.
wrong. Yeah, so not always my strong suit following exact tutorials somehow. But yeah, if you've done like a big DIY project and you're proud of yourself, let us know. We always like to hear from you.
Also, how about this? Don't just let us know. Maybe put the before and after pictures up on Facebook. We can take a look, and we can then all evaluate your job and tell you what we think.
So we'll hold up numbers, we'll only judge you
The
a little
Russian
bit.
judge said it was a 7.
Ooh, missed to paint the corner there. But there you go. You can always email us, team@coastlife.com. You can always chime in on our socials as well. When we get back on Coast Life, though, September is Emergency Preparedness Month. We're going to talk about some steps you can take to be prepared in the event of a disaster when we get back.